Hello everyone, it's Rider here and welcome to another week in toys, and today is Saturday the 13th of March, and as I promised in last week's week in toys, I've had a delivery from Hasbro Pulse. In fact, I've had 3 deliveries from Hasbro Pulse because Silly Rider ordered 3 separate things instead of putting it in one order because I'm a silly man. But I've got 3 of these boxes, exactly the same size. And shall we just get straight into it and have a look what I've ordered? These might be the only toys I actually pick up this week. I don't think I've got anything else on order. But let's dive straight into this and see what we have. So first up is a Kingdom figure. And it is a female Air Razor. Yeah, this is more of an impulse purchase, to be honest. I just saw it in stock on there and I thought, you know what, I'm going to buy it. I got gifted the... it's actually here. Still a Despot. Gifted the original Transmetal version of Air Razor a couple of weeks ago from Exim Ferris. I can never say the name right. So that's awesome. But I've got the Kingdom version, who looks quite cool. I wasn't in for this at first. But as I've been on a bit of a beastie kick, I thought, you know what, I might as well join the party and get an Air Razor. And it's funny, Hasbro only had this one from the deluxes in stock. Shame they didn't have Huffer. I think, I can't remember who else is in this wave now. Huffer definitely is. And I know, is it Raptorite? But yeah, I've got Air Razor. She looks lovely. Happy to have her. And she was actually the first one I ordered, so that's quite cool. So next up, Scourge. Now, I had this pre-ordered from Star Action Figures, but Hasbro have definitely played a bit of a blinder here. These have hit the US now for a while, and they're probably the most sought after, Scourge and Hot Rod. And isn't it funny that the new Hasbro website hits and the Voyagers are in stock only there? So I reckon all the other retailers are going to start getting them next month, later this month, at least 2 weeks, so Hasbro can take the glory. So I cancelled my pre-order with Star Action Figures, and I got Scourge from there, and he looks beautiful, really really nice. Transforms into an ironing board as he normally does. It's awesome, really really awesome. So we have Scourge as well. So that only leaves one more Studio Series 86 figure. Studio Series 86 Hot Rod. Wow. So I have still got this pre-ordered from Comics and Cocktails, but I couldn't resist it. It was sitting there in stock and my impatience got the best of me. I probably still will buy that pre-order. It's as small as I expected. I mean, let's give a size comparison. Here's Voyager Inferno. So it's smaller than Inferno, but the detail on it, wow. Wow, transforms in 29 steps, this one does. Just seeing this, having these in hand, absolutely phenomenal. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. I don't know which one I'm going to open first, to be honest. I really don't know. I will be reviewing both of these, of course I will be, because I'm trying to review every Studio Series 86 figure. I don't know which one I'll do first. And of course I'll review Air Razor as well. I need to review Inferno. So I've got a lot of stuff to do at the moment, but that is stunning. That is absolutely stunning. I'm over the moon. I'll show you them out the boxes later on in this video. So yesterday, today actually, when Week in Toys went up, I started to talk about the latest Kingdom reveals and the fact that they haven't announced the deluxes yet. Well, they actually have now. So we've got, randomly, a deep cover. Now, he was in Selects and he was all in black. This deep cover is all in blue. Sideswipe mould, what we used to. Looks quite cool. Probably a no from me, because I've had it up to here with that mould. I don't need any more. Next up is Sparkless Bot. This is a maybe for me. A maybe if it's cheap or if I see it in person. I won't be ordering it online or anything like that. It is just one of those where if it's there and it's an impulse buy, then fair enough. But I've got no need for it. I've got the Barricade version of that mould and I'm happy with that. Next one is the Zeus Army Drone. This is the Ironhide mould basically, and this one might be quite cool to pick up, but again I put it in the same category as a sparkler spot. I've got crosshairs, I've got the original Ironhide, I've got the retooled Ironhide and Ratchet. I don't really need another version of that mould, but it is cool to see him all in black, kind of like a movie-verse version of him maybe, but of course this isn't Ironhide, it's just one of the character models that shares Ironhide's look. And then the one I do want is Cheetor. I think this Cheetor looks 100% better than the one that we had in the first wave of Kingdom. The blue just looks better, the yellow looks better, and I think I will be upgrading my Cheetor. So I'll either move on that Cheetor or give it to my son or something like that. So yeah, some more reveals, which is good. They're starting to come through thick and fast. But the relieving thing for me, anyway, is that I don't actually feel the need to have them. As I say, with most of those leaks last week and this week, there's only really Cheetor from today I'm tempted by, G2 Ramjet and obviously Commander class Rodimus. I think they're the ones that have been leaked recently that I'm really into. But yeah, what an amazing day. It's been an amazing couple of weeks. I've got some great toys, some of them early, some of them a little bit... I mean, I can't believe I got this week. I cannot believe it. I am over the moon. What a start to the week. So today is Thursday the 18th of March and we've had a big reveal, haven't we? It was leaked earlier on in the week with just like this picture of Galvatron chucked on the side and then some pictures of his legs. And finally we get a leaked reveal and my days, this thing looks absolutely phenomenal. I love everything about it. I think it's the Galvatron we've always wanted, and I think in fairness there is some undue criticism from the fandom about this figure. First and foremost, people moaning about the battle damage on it, saying Hasbro have ruined the figure. I've seen a tweet about that, and it's just wake up. Have you seen Titans Return Galvatron with that silly head? I mean, they've just... This is the thing that really frustrates me about the fandom. There's some amazing people in it, but there are some absolute hypocrites. And you know what? The battle damage is a theme of the entire War for Cybertron thing. It's been there constantly all the way through War for Cybertron. And the thing that I like about Galvatron's battle damage is it looks like cell shading more than like battle damage. And I think that's a really good choice. I just think this thing looks chunky and fun. I know I haven't seen the alt mode yet. It comes with two guns that look a little bit like Galvatron's ship from in the movie in Season 3. I don't know if they're compatible with the Unicron. Maybe that's the case. My only critique, and it is if I'm nitpicking so far, is those would have been cool to be in purple because that's the colour of the ship. But let's face it, I'm gonna discard them to one side anyway because Galvatron doesn't need those little weapons. He's got his big cannon, and it's the ports on the side of the arm. Yeah, it looks brilliant, and it reminds me so much of the open and play Galvatron. Speaking of amazing, I want to say thank you to Emily. Emily, Mrs. Smuzno, got in touch after seeing my recent Beast Wars pickups, more specifically the Cybershark pickup. And she got in touch with me and said, "Oh, I've got something you might like. I've got a load of them." She's a massive fan of sharks. So she offered to send it to me, and it's arrived today in this funky little box. So thank you, Emily, for sending this through to me. Hello, Dave. We haven't spoken a bit. I hope you're doing well. We've got a carry bag. Two carry bags. In fact, I'm surprised there's not been a bit of a fight going on here because we've got an Asda carry bag. And this is definitely a Tesco. Oh no, it's a little bag. So we've had like a bit of a Bit of supermarket wars going on in the box there. We've lost that. Or is it a sheet? I don't know if it's a sheet or not. Hang on. It's in a couple of pieces, but I'll show you it anyway. It is the original Cyber Shark. So I think how Emily's packed it is that, so nothing would get broke. And you know what? I did have this figure before when I bought a load of Beast Wars stuff. How does that tab onto there? How does that? That works like that down here. Right, cinema. There we go. We've got Cyber Shark there. How cool is that? This is awesome. I did have part of this figure. I think it was actually like this was missing and one of the fins I bought in a lot ages ago, and I think I sold it on. But one thing I remember about this figure is the glorious face paint on it, the face sculpt. I'm going to try and get this transformed up so we can have a look at it. And here we go, all transformed up. I don't know if I've got this in the right places, but that's what I was talking about. This head sculpt here is absolutely awesome. I've been thinking about picking this one up again. I think this is the original Beast Wars one, not Transmetal or anything like that, obviously. And if it was before the fuses come in, I think. But to me, yeah, this is beautiful. This is one I did really want to pick up, and it means a lot that a friend sent it over. That's utterly amazing. Oh, I love this thing, and it's a shark as well. My son will love having a look at that if he ever sees him in shark mode. But yeah, weren't these like? I think this was a deluxe. Compare that to the new Air Razor here. You can really see and feel the heft in the original figures. These Beast Wars figures have aged so well. When you compare it to how G1 have aged, and I've always got a sentimental feeling for G1, but if this was released today, you wouldn't bat an eyelid. Maybe no rockers in the ankles, but you'd go, you know what, this is a cool figure. So yeah, it's amazing how well these have aged. That is absolutely awesome. Cheers, Emily, you're an absolute star. And thanks for adding a shark, a Cyber Shark, to my collection. So today is Saturday, the 20th of March, and I have received a parcel, but before we get into that, we have had a few Star Wars reveals, and these are really interesting because they're based on Legends comics, not on canon. So I'm not aware of some of these characters. Let's start off with the ones I'm not interested in. Carnal Jax, who is basically an Imperial Guard with a different cape. I know he wears an Imperial Guard outfit that has been slightly modified for this figure, and he comes with a new weapon, and that's it. I don't know anything else about him. So he's one I'm probably going to pass on. The funniest one, and I thought this was Bucky O'Hare, is actually a character called Jackson. Never heard of him before. I think he's been in some Star Wars comics as recent as 2017, apparently. I've been watching a number of videos on these. He looks quite cool. He's a maybe. He's an absolute maybe. I don't, even though he could fit in as a background Bucky O'Hare. It's really odd to see another green bunny who isn't Bucky, to be honest, but he's cool looking nevertheless. The next figure is Darth Maul, and I'm absolutely in for this. It does use reuse of the original Darth Maul legs, but you know what, the upper body looks great, the paintwork looks great, absolutely in for that. Darth Maul is a wicked character. And then we've got a Luke Skywalker figure, which is basically the Dagobah figure painted all in black, and I'm probably going to get that one as well, because I really like that figure, and to have that with a green lightsaber, I don't know, maybe I can put him in a cloak and I can put him on the Mandalorian shelf or something like that anyway. But yeah, cool to have more Star Wars figures, and these are cool because they're oddities, they're things that you wouldn't expect, and that's pretty cool. I really like the look of them. So, I have had a parcel today from Hasbro Pulse. Big box for such a little figure. It is Core Class Megatron. I do want to get the Starscream as well. Oh, he's tiny. He looks really good, but he's really tiny. So, Core Class Megatron. Yeah, I picked up the Prime basically because I wanted this figure. And you can't have a Prime without a Megatron, can you? He was like, what, 10 quid? 11 quid, something like that. And yeah, I had fun with the little Optimus, and I thought, you know what, it'll go really nice with him. This wave have really truly hit now. So I've already had Dinobot and Inferno from Robot Recruits for about a week or so now, and I really, really like them. Such great figures. And then I managed to pick up Air Razor from Pulse early this week. And now all the major online retailers seem to have Kingdom in stock, which is awesome. I have got the other two Kingdom figures that I really wanted, the G1 ones, which I won't go into because it will spoil next week's Week in Toys. But I've got those on the way. They should be arriving Monday, as well as my pre-order of Hot Rod Studio Series 86. So I am going to have two of them. I'm just going to sell it on. But speaking of Hot Rod, he's lovely. Really, really nice. Really, really enjoying both of these figures. They're in alt mode, ready for me to review. I need to try and get a little bit of time to do that over the next couple of days. But really enjoying these. These are great, great, great figures. And Junkie Dave finally got his today. He's been going through a right load of turmoil and bad luck, and I know we've done the Wazix video, which was his idea, but I actually really feel for him because we both made educated guesses about where to get these things from, and he's just had delay after delay. I'm not going to name the retailers, but he ordered a Grimlock, and he thought it was in stock and it was going to be shipped the same day as mine, which was like the 11th of February or something like that. And he's only actually arrived today. It's crazy, over a month later. And on top of that, his pre-orders that he paid for with another pretty high-profile retailer, he paid in full for in October, and he didn't get the first shipment of them, which is crazy. Absolutely crazy. How many other customers paid in full in October for them, and he missed the boat on the first delivery, which is crazy. But he's gone down the route of buying from Pulse now, and he's going to deal with a doubles or potentially a refund. But yeah, I actually really feel for Dave. He's took the mick on his video earlier today, and it was really funny. But it's been so unlucky. But also, it really sets out some principles that you need to have when pre-ordering stuff. So, for example, if I was to give you my principles of pre-ordering stuff, especially this far in advance, don't pay in full. Absolutely do not pay in full. If you have an option to go with a retailer who offers a small 10% deposit, happy days, fine. Alternatively, there are retailers now, like Pulse, like Smiths, like Star Action Figures, who actually offer a no deposit option. So you can always go with them if it's really far in the future. And the other rule, I suppose, is don't pre-order more than one item in one order. I know Dave's pre-ordered the Scourge and Hot Rod together, and that hold up one of the figures. Don't do that. Yes, you might pay a little bit more in postage, but there's no guarantee when these things will arrive. They're not going to arrive in waves anymore. We've seen that over the last 18 months. Smiths actually do something really good on this. You can only order one pre-order per transaction, which is pretty good. And I think a lot of retailers should follow suit with this because they're going to get a lot of cancellations. They're going to get a lot of noise. It might be easy just to go down the route of going, you know what, it's one pre-order per order, and I think that would be fair. Now, there is one more little reveal leak. We've seen Galvatron's alt mode now, and it looks awesome. I'm really, really, really excited about this figure. I cannot wait to get it in hand, and I've got a funny feeling that is going to be announced on the 9th on this Hasbro PulseCon thingy that they're announcing in the UK. So I'm really, really looking forward to that. And I think that's it for this week's Week in Toys. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Until next week, I've been Zort Rider, and I'll catch you again soon.